try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready, one, ready.
Mike's by 4. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day.
One. 3.
Check 50. Hey, switch gears. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shoot.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's caught by Aguilar. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
It's our time.
Where are they, team?
Watch the twist. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out.
One.
36, 30.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One.
Check, bravo. Mike's by 4.
Let's get it.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of a yard. It's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 55, Mike. Buzz. Hey, eat. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
One.
Coming.
Check. Three.
Check nickel. Check 3.
Mariota to throw it. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now this throw complete to Washington. And they're going to have this across. midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Bam, bam. Sleep rip, sleep rip.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Snap.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Third down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Gone, gone. Get it.
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coach...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Next to score, Steelers 7, Bengals 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. No. One. Slam.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. Watch twist. One.
SOS. Kill. Shift.
A first down throw for Mariota. It's complete. Stills. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays. But
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready. Where are they, team?
Check. Watch 54. Yep. Watch the twist. Hey, check 24.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Three. Where are they, team?
He's checking.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry.
Tighten up.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
One.
Let's go, D. You any weapon.
Three.
Check four. Banjo. Mike
Mariota now to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Y'all playing wrong football.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Three.
37. Check 37. Kill.
One.
Kill.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. These two teams all tied after 1.
One.
Safety's creeping. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Tighten up.
Good.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Kill. Let go. Hey, turn it up. One. Check 6 guys. Check 24. Check your hot read. He's coming. We got double up.
Mariota. Flush. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Come on,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Rudolph. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, check. Hey, Alpha.
Check right 39. Man, I got you. Go.
Rudolph on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Sturdy base.
Get that ball.
Leo.
Slam.
Ready.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's get that ball.
From the 44, Rudolph. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
70, Indy.
Watch the flag. Motion.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rudolph. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Get it.
Now here's Snell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Double dog, that's the way. Whip, outside.
Mariota. It's caught. Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Hey, Charlie. Watch the screen.
Working out of the gun, Mariota going deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Stills the intended target.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch QB drop.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Powerful running. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Here's Rudolph. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check Mike 39. Hey, watch the ball,
Back to throw, Rudolph. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 24. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slapped. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on second down. Mariota. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Tight dog. 3. Joker. Watch. One. Kill. Alert 3. Deuce.
Mariota from his own end zone on 3rd down. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. about 6?
Come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rudolph. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Ready?
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Yeah. Check. Three.
Final play of the half here. Mariota going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On the set.
27, check, Mike, 27. Check.
Snap.
Running right, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, it's Snell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, Sam off. Fight.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rudolph looking to throw it. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10.
Check, check, check. Two, fellas, let's go.
From the gun, Mariota.
I got you.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. On second and 10, Mariota completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Mariota. Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Fournette. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check 31, check 31. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Get your swerve on. Mike, 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 6 yards away. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ronald Jones, 77 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And the Bengals first down.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Mariota on first down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Fournette. And an Allen to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run with Fournette. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Check.
Here's Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Now Mariota on fourth down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Bud Dupree. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand.
Ready up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Ready.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Stay with your man. Shoot.
I go.
They'll run on first down. Jones, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Throwing on second and 8. Rudolph. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And a Bengal first down.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. One. 55, my God, 55. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
First down, Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You ain't got nothing. Check. One. Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
55. Here we go, D. Here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota complete. Smith has it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Mariota. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Fourth down, Mariota. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Check.
They'll run here with Freeman. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Third and goal. Mariota. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Mariota to throw it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock is a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Got it. Here we go. Here we go. 60 outlaw. 5.
Now Rudolph. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They're running it.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Easy one, it's coming again.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, do.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Rudolph. That's caught by Howard. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watching it by. Here we go, D.
Bravo.
Here I come.
Hit it.
Rudolph now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns